What's up, everybody? Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. All right, check this out, man. So I wanted to have this conversation. I really enjoy making these videos where I just talk to you about things that don't fully make sense to me, and I try to break it down, and we have a conversation in the chat, in the comment section. I mean, I really like them. I actually like them better than my trolling videos. Whenever I make a video where I'm trolling, I mean, it's fun for the moment, right? And then it just kind of dies off. But these videos tend to last a little bit longer. I see the conversations, even over weeks, sometimes people still come and chime in and say what they have to say. But this one, I'm just gonna give you my thoughts on it, and I want to get your perspective on it, okay? I really do. So I keep hearing this notion of support the developers, support the developers. And I just want to give you my perspective on the support the developer. Honestly, I don't like that. I don't like the statement support the developers. Not that I don't want to support them, but when you say support the developer, or you tell me support the developer, in my mind, what you're telling me is that what I'm doing is not supporting the developer. And to be quite frank with you, I don't think that's my job. You see, the way I view it is from a business perspective. Now, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Let me handle my business. Damn. Y'all know about that. Anyways, Aaron, I see you. I know you know. But anyways, I'm not a businessman. But what I am is I'm a consumer. So I understand the business side from the consumer's perspective, right? And I make money so that I can afford things that I want and so that I can live, right? So when I give a business my money, I'm expecting something in return that I have already deemed is worth this price. I don't want nothing more from them, and they shouldn't want anything more from me. They set the price, and I have the option of either buying it or not buying it, right? Now, here's the deal. In any type of business transaction, right? If the outcome comes out to be fair, then that's great. Both party wins. But you and I both know that someone in the transaction is trying to get the upper hand. You know what? I can't speak for you. I can only speak for myself. I'm going to try to get the upper hand. So if I see something like buy two, get one free, in my mind, now obviously the way business works, you never really know if you're getting the upper hand. But in my mind, oh, that's a good deal. Because last week I bought two and I didn't get one free. This week I buy two, I get one free. Bet, I'm doing it. I'm gonna buy two, getting the one free, right? I don't know whether or not a deal like that, they're actually making money, whatever that is that I'm buying, or they're losing money. All I know is that for me, that gives me a sense of value. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that purchase. So when it comes to video games, whether you want to pay $70 or whether you want to join a subscription service, right? You have to understand that that developer don't even understand it. Trust that that developer is trying to make their money. Trust that that developer is not doing it out of charity. They're not trying to give you something for free. And if they are trying to give you something for free, they might be doing it with the intent of, okay, how do we recoup this later in the future? Anyone that's ever sold anything, especially like multi-level marketing or whatever, you give somebody a free sample of something, right? That free sample, you're giving it to them and it is free, right? But you're hoping that they like it and they come back to you. It's just part of the bit. Now, if they don't, then you just lose that. You just lost out, right? Okay. So when it comes to this gaming thing, every time I hear people say support the developer, this is my mentality. If I subscribe to a video game service, my transaction is between me and that video game service. That video game service, their transaction is between me and them, but then their transaction is between the developer that has the games and them. So the developer is getting their money from that service. I have nothing to do with it. I have nothing to do with it. Now, when that video game service doesn't provide the games that I want or the value that I want, I'm leaving the service. You can't force me to stay. It's not my job to give them support. If their game is on this service, I would hope they're getting the support and the money from Microsoft or from GameFly or from PS Now, wherever that service is. But at the end of the day, to be honest with you, me as a consumer, I don't care. I don't care. Now, I know that sounds harsh. Doc, you don't care if, great studios go out of business and all this other stuff. Honestly, I do, but I don't. Not enough to spend my money on making sure they sustain themselves. I'm just being honest with you. If, let's say my favorite artist, that's a great example. I stream music, right? I have Apple Music. I stream music, okay? If Eminem drops an album, and I'm an Eminem fan, right? If Eminem drops an album and I like Eminem, I want to support Eminem, I'm not buying his album. I'll stream his album. The fact that he has his music on Apple Music, I'm going to assume that he's getting compensated for every single time I stream his music and that Apple Music is paying it. But if they're not, and he's got a bad business deal with Apple Music, I ain't tripping. I'm not buying the album. If I decide to buy that album, because let's say it comes off of Apple Music, I understand that I'm doing it for my benefit because I want that album. I'm not doing it because I'm trying to support Eminem. So if a game comes off of Game Pass and I really want that game, when I buy that game, I'm doing it because I want that game. I'm not doing it to support the developer. Now that's just me. And the reason I have this mentality is because that's just the way the world works. Like, they're not trying to give me something for free, and it's okay. It's a business transaction. If a company develops a game, right, and they have the game, it's complete. And once the game is complete, they sit in a boardroom and they're like, yo, you know what? Why don't we chop off the game right here, 75%, leave this content out, and in 1 or 2 months, we could go ahead and sell it to them as DLCs. And they put that out. If that 75% of the game is good enough where people actually buy it and spend the $60, and then they come back and for $15, $10, you could buy this DLC later on, I'm not mad at them. It's the business part of it, right? I'm not mad at them. It is what it is. They could have given us the whole game, right? But if they decide to do business that way and you found value and you actually purchased it that way, then it is what it is. That goes the same way for Microsoft and Sony. I see people all the time saying Microsoft is not going to be able to sustain this model. I'll be honest with you again. I don't care if they can or not. Right now, this is value to me. Once they can't sustain it and they start raising the price, I'll have to make a choice as to what balance that is, where that becomes a value and I can continue paying for it. And then once it doesn't, I'm done paying for it. And if Microsoft is making bad business moves and they go under, I'm not going to donate to them so that they can stay afloat. That's not what I'm doing. So for everyone that's saying this is not a sustainable model, that's cool. It's sustainable right now. I hope they keep dropping games day one. I don't know how they're doing it, but to be honest with you, I don't care how they're doing it, because they understand that these $15 that I'm giving them for a Game Pass Ultimate is for them to provide a service that I still deem as valuable. Every single person is going to see that differently. These other companies, these other gaming companies, We'll figure out whether or not they want to follow suit or not. It's going to be up to them though. I don't know what fast food restaurant it was that came out with the first one, but I'm sure when the first dollar menu came out, it probably shook the fast food industry. And they were probably trying to figure out, how is this fast food restaurant able to produce burgers or whatever for $1? How do we compete? Or maybe they look back and were like, there's no way they're going to be able to sustain that. And then whatever restaurant did it was able to sustain it and actually make money and drive people to their restaurant that then bought all the stuff that wasn't on the dollar menu. They were like, you know what? Maybe we can't do a dollar menu, but maybe we could do a value menu. And it's not quite $1. Maybe it's $1.20. And you're willing to go to Wendy's for a burger that's $1.20 because it's better quality to you than somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So, but you're not supporting Wendy's by not getting burgers from their dollar menu, or supporting McDonald's by not getting burgers. No. You work hard for your money. You spend it how you want. It is what it is. You work hard for your money. You spend it how you want. You don't. This is not a charity thing. That's the way my mentality is. So when somebody tells me support the developers, I am supporting the developers because I'm subscribed to a service that hopefully is paying them. And if it's not, then that's bad business move on them. When you buy a game for $70, you're supporting the developer. That's what you're doing, right? That's your way of supporting it. They shouldn't ask you for more. The only people that I would say are probably not supporting developers is anyone that actually pirates a game. If you're pirating a game that you can buy on a store, then you are not supporting the developer. You're not. It is what it is. There's people right now that have Game Pass that pay $1 for like the next 2 years. That's a bad business move by Microsoft to be able to allow that. Microsoft can't be mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I'm paying the full $15. I wish I would have figured out how to do that, but I ain't mad at you. It is what it is. This is all business. If that causes Microsoft to go under, then they made bad business moves. It is what it is. New studios will come out. Listen, Sony's a perfect example. When Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis were going at it, Sony didn't have a console. Sega went out, right? Sony came in. Sony's the best thing since sliced bread, right? You think if one of these companies go out, it's the end of video games? You don't think there's another company that'll figure something out and come back out? Come on now. So I'm trying to get the best value because I work hard for my money. I'm not here to support developers or anything like that. I'm here to make fair business moves. And if they made a bad business decision, that's on them. When Microsoft stops providing me value for Game Pass, I'm telling you right now, I'm out. Yo, Sony fans, get my Sony shirt ready if you want. Get my Sony hoodie ready if you want. I'm gone. I'm not playing no games. But I'm not here to support Sony. I'm not here to support Microsoft. I'm not here to support Google Stadia. I'm here to game at the best value for me. And every single one of these companies presents a different value. So don't tell me to support the developer because I'm supporting them. I'm supporting them. And if you're buying a game full price, you're supporting them too. What if you're buying a game used? Are you supporting them? Because they already made their money off that purchase from the first time it was bought. That's interesting, huh? Very interesting. I guess that's a different topic. DocDog1985, yo, there's levels to this. It's not my job to support these developers. It's my job to make fair business transactions, as fair as it can be, because I'm trying to get the one up on these companies the same way they're trying to get a one up on us. If you don't think they are, you're sadly mistaken. DocDog1985, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.